The sand stretches, pristine and white. Gentle waves whisper secrets to the shore. It's December 1st, 1948. A seemingly ordinary summer morning on Somerton Beach, Adelaide, Australia. But fate, it seems, has other plans. A couple, enjoying the warmth of the day, stumbles upon a chilling sight. Slumped against the seawall, a man lies still. He appears asleep, bathed in the warm Australian sun. As they draw closer, a sense of unease creeps in. Little do they know, they've become witnesses to a mystery that will baffle the world for decades to come. The man's pockets, meticulously searched, yield a strange assortment of items. A used bus ticket, a pack of cigarettes, a comb, mundane objects. Yet they hold the key to his identity, or so the investigators hope. But the mystery deepens. The labels on his clothes have been meticulously removed, erasing any trace of his past. He becomes a ghost, a phantom, without a name. The police are baffled. The man's fingerprints yield no match. His face elicits no recognition. Theories abound. Whispers of spies and secret lives fill the air. The Somerton Man becomes a symbol of the unknown, a chilling reminder that some secrets refuse to be unraveled. The investigation into the Somerton Man's death was as meticulous as it was frustrating. Detectives combed the beach, searching for any clue that could shed light on the man's identity or the circumstances surrounding his demise. The body itself offered little solace. The man was impeccably dressed, his suit pressed, his shoes polished, his pockets held a few coins, a pack of juicy fruit gum, and an unused train ticket to Henley Beach. Each item was carefully catalogued, analysed and pursued, yet each lead led to a dead end. The autopsy report only added to the enigma. The lack of any signs of struggle, any visible injuries, only heightened the sense of unease. Despite the lack of progress, the investigators refused to be deterred. They released photographs of the Somerton Man to the public, hoping someone might recognise the man with the enigmatic smile. Theories abounded, each more outlandish than the last. Some whispered of Cold War espionage, speculating that the Somerton Man was a spy, silenced by a foreign power. One particularly intriguing clue emerged from the man's pocket, a tiny piece of paper torn from a rare edition of the Rubáiyát of Omar Khayyam. The paper bore a single word, scribbled in faint pencil. Tamám, meaning finished or ended in Persian. Was it a suicide note, a final farewell from a man weary of life's burdens? Months later, a new lead emerged, as tantalizing as it was baffling. The case had gone cold, and many believed it would remain an unsolved mystery. But then a discovery reignited the investigation. A suitcase believed to belong to the Somerton Man was discovered in a luggage locker at the Adelaide railway station. This suitcase, dusty and worn, had been sitting there unnoticed for months. The suitcase contained a collection of seemingly ordinary items: clothing, toiletries, a shaving kit. Each item, though mundane, seemed to hold a piece of the puzzle. But once again, the labels had been meticulously removed, as if someone had gone to great lengths to erase any trace of the owner's identity. This deliberate act raised more questions than answers. Among the belongings, investigators found a thread, carefully sewn into the lining of the suitcase. This thread, seemingly insignificant, hinted at a hidden compartment. Then, hidden within the lining of the suitcase, they found it, a secret pocket containing a small piece of paper imprinted with a series of letters and numbers, seemingly random yet hinting at a code. This discovery was both intriguing and perplexing. The code was analysed by expert cryptographers, but it remained unbroken, a frustrating enigma. Despite their best efforts, the meaning of the code eluded them, adding another layer of mystery to the already complex case. The discovery of that coded message sent a ripple of excitement through the investigation. Could this be the breakthrough they had been waiting for, the key to unlocking the Somerton Man's identity and the truth behind his mysterious death? They tried every known cipher, every code-breaking technique at their disposal, but the code remained unbroken, a stubborn enigma that defied their every attempt. The code's resistance to decryption only fueled the mystery. As the code breakers continued their work, investigators revisited the other puzzling clue found on the Somerton Man, the torn piece of paper bearing the word Tamám, ripped from a rare edition of the Rubáiyát of Omar Khayyam. Could there be a connection between the code and this ancient Persian text, a link that could illuminate the man's identity or the circumstances surrounding his death? Investigators scoured libraries and bookstores, searching for a copy of the Rubáiyát that matched the torn page. Their search led them to a rare first edition, missing a page that perfectly matched the one found on the Somerton Man. The discovery of the matching Rubáiyát sparked a flurry of new leads, each offering a glimmer of hope, only to fade into dead ends. The owner of the book was eventually located, a nurse who lived in the Adelaide suburbs, but her connection to the Somerton Man, if any, remained elusive. She claimed to have never met the man, and her story, though strange, checked out. Despite the setbacks, the investigators pressed on, driven by a relentless pursuit of the truth. The case captured the public imagination, inspiring amateur sleuths and armchair detectives to join the hunt. The Somerton Man's story became a media sensation, his image splashed across newspapers and magazines. But even as years turned into decades, the mystery refused to die, its allure only growing stronger with the passage of time. The Somerton Man's meticulously removed clothing labels, the undeciphered code, the lack of a clear identity, all pointed towards a life shrouded in secrecy. Was he a spy, operating in the murky underworld of Cold War espionage? The theory, though speculative, held a certain allure fueled by the geopolitical tensions of the era. Australia, geographically isolated yet strategically vital, became a hotbed of intelligence gathering. Could the Somerton Man have been caught in the crosshairs, his death a silent execution, his true identity erased to protect the secrets he carried? The theory, though intriguing, lacked concrete evidence. In the 1970s, a new chapter unfolded in the Somerton Man saga, one that hinted at a more personal, more tragic story. A woman, claiming to be the Somerton Man's daughter, came forward. Even more shocking, she claimed her mother, a talented dancer, had known the Somerton Man before his death. According to her account, her mother and the Somerton Man had a whirlwind romance, a love affair shrouded in secrecy. They had a child together, a child hidden from the world, a child she believed to be her. Adding weight to her story was the striking resemblance between her son and the Somerton Man. Could this be the missing link, the human connection that had eluded investigators for decades? Despite the tantalizing new leads, the Somerton Man's identity remained elusive. The dancer's story, though compelling, lacked concrete evidence. DNA testing, while promising, was still in its infancy and faced legal hurdles. The case, it seemed, was destined to remain unsolved. But the Somerton Man, like a ghost refusing to be forgotten, continued to haunt the public imagination. The advent of the internet breathed new life into the case, connecting amateur sleuths and armchair detectives from around the world. In 2019, a renewed push for answers led to the exhumation of the Somerton Man's remains. Advances in DNA technology offered a glimmer of hope, a chance to finally unlock the secrets held within his bones. The exhumation of the Somerton Man's remains in 2019 brought a renewed sense of hope to the decades-long mystery. Could this be the breakthrough they had been waiting for? The answer, it seemed, lay locked within the very building blocks of his being, his DNA. Scientists, armed with cutting-edge technology, carefully extracted DNA samples from the skeletal remains. The world held its breath, anticipation thick in the air. But the answer, when it finally came, was not the resounding revelation they had hoped for. While DNA analysis offered a glimmer of hope, the Somerton Man's coded message continued to taunt and tantalize investigators. In a surprising turn of events, a team of amateur codebreakers, using a combination of computational analysis and old-fashioned deduction, claimed to have partially cracked the code. Their findings, though incomplete, hinted at a message written in a form of shorthand, possibly a coded diary or a series of cryptic notes. The partially decoded message, tantalizing in its ambiguity, offered a glimpse into the Somerton Man's possible thoughts and movements. Could this be the key to unlocking his identity? Or was it another red herring, a false trail designed to mislead and confuse? Despite decades of investigation, countless theories, and the advent of cutting-edge technology, the Somerton Man's true identity remains a mystery. The case has baffled experts and amateurs alike, drawing in some of the brightest minds from around the world. Each new piece of evidence seems to raise more questions than it answers, adding layers to an already complex enigma. He is a ghost in a well-tailored suit, a phantom from a bygone era, his secrets seemingly lost to the sands of time. The image of this unknown man, found lifeless on Somerton Beach, continues to haunt the collective imagination, a symbol of the unsolved and the unknowable. The enduring fascination with the Somerton Man speaks to our innate desire to solve puzzles, to bring order to chaos, to find meaning in the unknown. It's a quest that transcends time and place, a universal drive to uncover the truth, no matter how deeply it may be buried. His story is a reminder that some mysteries defy easy answers, that some truths remain elusive, hidden in the shadows of the past. The Somerton Man's tale is a testament to the enduring power of mystery, a narrative that continues to captivate and confound. New leads continue to emerge, fueled by the tireless work of amateur sleuths, dedicated researchers, and the unwavering belief that even the most enduring mysteries can be solved. Each new theory, each fresh piece of evidence brings us one step closer to the truth, even if that truth remains just out of reach. Will we ever know the true identity of the man found on Somerton Beach? Only time will tell. Until then, the mystery endures, a puzzle waiting to be solved, a story waiting to be told. If you would like more stories like this, please like and subscribe to Oblivion Unlocked.